Dun, 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 dun. Okay, hi boys and girls. We are getting a marvelous explanation of all of this dialysis diet stuff from a marvelous person that I just met who's making one of the nicest presentations that I've ever gotten. Okay, we're on protein.
Okay,
Say that again.
so your protein foods are meat, fish, poultry, eggs,
Hi, smile.
beans, and nuts. And
Say that again, I'm sorry.
meat, fish, poultry, eggs, nuts, and beans are high protein foods. And we want to avoid anything that's really salty, and we want to avoid anything that has been enhanced by the addition of phosphates, phosphorus compounds.
Phosphorus compounds are used as a preservative and an enhancement to flavor.
So ham, bacon, salami, bologna, sausages, smoked turkey, smoked fish may very well have phosphorus added, and you're going to look in the ingredients, not just the name of the item, not in the nutrition bank, but in the ingredients to find phosphorus. That is the only place they legally have to list phosphate additives.
Look at the ingredients.
If it's not on this list, please don't eat it. You need 1 ounce of protein twice a day and 3 ounces of protein twice a day. That means 4 different times every day you're going to eat some protein. Now, Dave, your albumin is the gauge of what your protein status is. And your protein status is excellent. If it slips, if at some point in time it comes down to 3.9, 3.8, 3.5, then you're going to really want to make sure that you eat that protein 4 different times every day. Because every time you eat some protein, your liver will make the albumin that your body needs to function. If you sat down and ate 12 ounces of steak at one meal, that might be the same amount of protein. But since you only eat it at one meal, your liver can only use about 3 ounces of it as protein from that meal. So the other 12 ounces would be wasted in terms of being used as a protein. If you took that same steak and you cut it in 4 pieces, one at breakfast, one at lunch, one at dinner, one at bedtime, your body would make 4 times as much albumin out of that steak as if you ate it all at one meal.
I did not know that. So, okay, now do the plates here again.
So here's your standard meal plan. It's fruit, veggie, grain, protein. Fruit, veggie, grain, protein. Fruit, veggie, grain, protein. Fruit, veggie, grain, and protein. So
Neato.
The meal plan is fruit, veggie, grain, and protein. You notice you didn't hear potato in there. Okay, the next group is the grains and cereals. That's wheat, rye, oats, barley, grains. And they're all fine. There's no issue with those. And whole grain is actually better. You may see some old stuff on the internet or elsewhere that says don't eat anything that's brown. That's very old. There's been a lot of research since then, and we know that the whole grains actually are better, even if you are on dialysis. The issue is
brown rice.
The issue is the things that we add to these foods. If someone else makes it for us, particularly if it's commercially produced, it's almost certainly going to have phosphates added. When you go to the market nowadays and you try to buy bread or crackers or English muffins or anything, you're going to find 80% of them have added phosphates. You will only discover this if you read the ingredients.
And here we are sitting in the phosphate production area.
Exactly. Phosphate capital of the world.
Yeah.
So you're going to look for the ones that don't have phosphates added. Now, the 2 brands I happen to know of in this area that that have made company commitments not to put phosphates in their food are Arnold's Bread. Anything they make does not have phosphates. And they make everything. English muffins, bread, everything.
Yeah.
The other one is Dave's Killer Bread, which happens to be my favorite. They like to make real seedy kind of bread.
Sure. Oh, yeah, I'm familiar with it.
But they also make a white for people that like that.
Okay.
And those will never have phosphates added to them.
And then mention the companies on that list again, please.
Oh, your places that are okay to eat that are kind of fast foodish, that don't put phosphates in, are the Publix Deli, Chick-fil-A, Panera, PDQ, Pollo Tropical, and Subway.
All right, thank you.
Sorry to bother you. Mr. Marroquin, I believe his name is. He's done with his treatment now and wants to know if you're going to give him his blood work.